Welcome to Tweet of the Week. You've probably heard me talk a lot about the importance of professional development for our teachers and our leaders in the system. And we recently had a day that was dedicated to professional learning. So I am really excited that this week we are going to feature a tweet about the impact of that day on a teacher. And I'm joined by Gull, who is an ELL teacher specialist. And Kathy, why don't you tell us a little bit about the tweet you selected and why?
Well, I selected a tweet that a teacher who had participated in our professional learning tweeted, and the professional learning set up a learning situation where they experienced a lesson in a second language, so I did it in Spanish, and the first half there weren't any scaffolds or strategies or differentiation techniques. They just heard it in Spanish, the content. And then we did some self-reflection, and how did you feel in that scenario? I spoke rapidly. I did give them a dictionary, and I said, why didn't you use your dictionary? And many of them said, well, by the time I would look up a word, you were already on the next sentence or the next page, so I didn't know what to do. So the self-reflection really was powerful because they could experience what it would feel like to be an ELL student in a mainstream classroom. And then the second time around, I used all the same Spanish language, but I scaffolded it, and I differentiated, and I used visual support. I slowed my rate of speech, lots of gestures, and they were able to do the finished product, and they were able to write 3 facts that they had learned in Spanish. It was interesting to see kind of what they gravitated towards. Some of them wanted to talk to their partners and interact with each other to figure it out together, and others were very perfectionistic. They wanted to look up every word and understand everything that they had to do before they got started. And so we were able to then kind of debrief and reflect on the professional learning after that. And they said, I have students who do the same thing in my classroom. Ones who are just perfectionists and they don't want to make a mistake, and so they're not risk takers. And then they say, I have other ones who talk all the time to each other, to a partner, and they want to figure it out together. So the fact that the teachers got to step into the shoes of their ELL students and see what it felt like. They could look at it through the eyes of a student, but then also through the lens of a teacher, and kind of through a metacognitive perspective, and see, well, how can I then differentiate for my ELL students? And it really built up the empathy as well. They were really kind of moved by the time together, so it was a powerful time.
So in that explanation, you conveyed the importance of our cultural proficiency initiative.
Absolutely.
Being able to step into someone else's shoes.
That's right.
To experience a task, and I think we've been showing some examples of what the students that day created that would appear easy. But when you're only hearing it in a language you don't understand, not so much.
Not so much.
The high quality instruction, so you talked about, using visual cues, making some motions, slowing down, all of those things to scaffold, to differentiate, allowing them then, if they wanted to collaborate, to do that, if you felt using that resource, that dictionary was more important to you. So cultural proficiency, high quality instruction, and trying to meet the needs of each and every student. So thank you so much for an incredibly powerful example of the teacher as learner, and in that case, what it also helped them then do in reflecting on their own practice and making some changes to benefit our students. Do you see why those curriculum days and professional learning days are so valuable to us as a system? Thanks to everyone who participated, and I know I saw a lot of amazing tweets, and Kathy, I'm so glad you picked one of those to highlight. It was a great day for our team.
It was.
Thank you for joining us on Tweet of the Week. I hope to see you next time.